Hi everyone, how are you tonight? I've had an incredibly wonderful day. The weather here has been absolutely fabulous today. The high was 73. We've got just a light wind blowing today, and the sun has been out for most of the day. It's just a little cloudy and overcast this evening, but it's just really nice weather. It's about 71 right now, so I've really been happy with the day that we've had. I'm going to wait just a few more minutes and see if some more people show up before we start talking about our topic tonight. Um, hey, there's Code 4 for Life. Nice to have you here. And Sharon is saying it's fabulous here. Absolutely. It's been a wonderful weather day here. And Jim is here with Totally Relaxed. Nice to have you on, Jim. Thanks for coming in. Can always count on you being here. Who else is here? Some days here, of course. Um, Code 4 for Life. Don and Scotty, where are you guys at now? Are you at home? Let us know what's going on. There's Papa Drew's RV. Hi, Papa Drew. How are you tonight? Hoping everything is going well in your world. Nice to have you on the live chat. We're just waiting for a few people to show up before we start talking about our topic tonight. Um, hope everybody has a list of what they want to talk about. I'd really like some good participation in the chat tonight. All right, so Dom, where are you guys at? Let us know. We're going to be moving north in maybe a week, maybe less. Starting to head towards Idaho very soon. And Don says we just got back from Brannon State Park Campground. Where is that located? I'm not familiar with that state park. So yeah, we're going to be kind of slowly heading up towards Idaho. I have a flight booked for June 1st and need to get up there and in place near Boise so that I can catch my plane. Kim and Daryl are going to be watching the rig and the two dogs for me while I fly home for a week and see my grandson graduate high school. I hope these glasses, if I take the glasses off, you can see my eyes, but I can't see anything else. And I can't see to read the comments. So bear with me. Donnie Childs, hello, how are you? California Delta near Rio Vista. Okay. Well, I hope it was a nice day at park, and I hope you guys enjoyed your stay there. Donnie, thank you for coming in tonight. I appreciate you being here. It's always nice to have people come back more than one time, so thanks for jumping in. So if you guys want to go ahead and get started, our topic tonight is what's your camping preferences? Do you prefer mountains or beaches? Do you prefer boondocking or campgrounds? So everyone just jump in and let us know what you think. Let's see. Don is saying hello to Don and Kevin, but I haven't seen them on here yet. Don and Kevin, are you on here? They went to see Bryce Canyon today for the first time ever. So I'm not sure if they're already on here. Okay, Papa Drew says, I'm okay. I have a problem. I'm not sure if I should wear my hair in a ponytail or down for my Zoom interview with the Elks Lodge tomorrow. It's a real thing for men with long hair. Who knew? Well, I think you have to do whatever makes you feel happy, Papa Drew, about yourself. You know, you have to feel like you look good. That would be my opinion. So take it for what it is. And let's see. Nomadic Rambler says, we went on a 20-mile bike ride today. Oh my gosh. We went all the way to the park. It was great. That's incredible, you guys. What a wonderful way to get some exercise. I bet that was very exhilarating. Good for you. If it's free, I am there. So, what you're saying, Daryl, is you prefer boondocking. And Jim is saying, have lived 50 miles from the Gulf Coast all my life. I'd have to say, what? Beaches? Is that your preference, Jim? Beaches? Been on the Gulf Coast all my life. Definitely mountains and lakes. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. Mountains and lakes. That would be my preference as well. I really love being up here where we can see trees. This just feels like home to me. It's when we came back into this location, it just felt like coming home. I was so totally exhilarated and pleased with us being here, and the site that we have is incredible. If y'all haven't seen my video that I put up yesterday, you need to take a look at it. It's absolutely gorgeous here. Let's see. Donna's saying the Oregon coast is beautiful, but it's hard to get away from crowds. I've heard that it's really a beautiful area. I would love someday to see the Oregon coast and the beaches there. Um, I don't I don't know about parking on the beach, maybe close to it. I don't I've been in so much sand and dirt lately that I'm trying to just keep the inside of the trailer clean. So for me, parking on a beach where you're dragging sand in all the time isn't anything that would be a preference for me. And desert. Oh, okay, Jim. Well, they got plenty of that in Quartzsite and Nevada. Dora Medley. Hi, Shirley. I'm so glad I caught your live feed tonight. So I'm glad you're here as well, Dora. Thank you for coming in. And please feel free to jump into the chat and talk. We're talking about our preferences, whether you like to camp mountains, beaches, lakes, desert. What's your preference? Give us a clue. And there's Karen, 2 babies and 4 grands, love camping on the river. That's absolutely a wonderful thing, too. I love water. I love being near water. Uh, I love waterfalls. I can't wait. I want to see Shoshone Falls when we get up into Idaho. And there's some falls, I think, in Twin Falls, too, that I want to see. So Don is saying, I think we prefer boondocking. Absolutely. Absolutely. Boondocking, wow, it's just, to me, it's so much better than being in a campground. Um, but different people have different styles. Some people prefer to be in the campground where they have the convenience of electricity and water. Oftentimes, parks like that even have a laundromat there. So it just kind of depends on what your preference is, really. And Jim is saying it was beautiful, Shirley. Thank you, Jim. Yeah, it's a beautiful site. So if you haven't seen my video from yesterday, please go back and take a look at it. I think that you'll be amazed at where we're at. Let's see. Donna is saying there are several state campgrounds on the Oregon coast. That would be nice. I do like state campgrounds. They're a little bit better than RV, regular RV parks or RV resorts. I think that you have a little bit more privacy in a state park. As a general rule, the sites usually aren't real close together. You're not on top of each other. So state parks are a nice thing to do. Kim says, I love the beach and also love the mountains. So that's a very hard one for me. Both are beautiful in different ways. And that's very true. I love water. So beaches have an attraction for me just because of the water. I love to go to the ocean. and just, get my feet in the water and the sand, but I don't want to track it in my trailer. so, so I'd rather go to the beach and then go rinse off and go back to camp. Papa Drew is saying, I'm taking the schoolie all over the country starting winter 2023. Wow, that's a little ways away. And going wherever the wind blows me, I guess. I just want to see what is over the next hill and meet some nice people along the way. That's, yeah, that's what all of this lifestyle is about, is just, getting out there and traveling and seeing everything that we can. And 99% of the time, I think you do meet nice people along the way. That's the wonderful thing about this lifestyle. Most of the people that are out here are here for basically the same reasons that we are. And they're nice people and enjoyable to be around for the most part. Don is saying near ocean, nice ocean air. Absolutely. I love the breeze off of the ocean, especially in the summertime. It's really nice to be able to go to the ocean and just catch that sea breeze and dip in the water and cool off. It's really nice. I agree. Some days here is saying, hi, Papa Drew. Cut all the hair off and get some butch wax and bring back the slick look. Well, that's got to be Daryl saying that. That's funny, Daryl. We could get him some Brill cream. How about that? Okay, let's see. What did I miss? Been up there plenty during my trekking days. Yeah, I bet you have, Jim. You've been all over everywhere. Dora is saying, I love the beach, but haven't camped on it. Love those Oregon beaches, though, and looking forward going with my family this summer. That's great, Dora. I wish you good luck in your travels and safe travels to you. Yeah, the Oregon coast would be a great thing to do. I don't know that we'll get there this year, but maybe next year. I would love to see the Oregon coast as well. Thumbs up, y'all. Thanks, Daryl. I appreciate it. And Karen's just saying hi to some days here. And Donnie's saying would like to camp in the mountains, but a little leery about steep grades. Yeah, sometimes it can be difficult. You just have to make sure that your tow vehicle is the right vehicle to pull your rig and that you're not overweight. And if you've got a good vehicle with a good engine, you should do okay. I've been very fortunate. I only have a Chevy 1500, and my trailer's small, so it's only 20 feet, but I do carry a lot of stuff. Sometimes I worry that I might be maybe near or over my limit. I still need to get it weighed. I haven't ever weighed it on the truck scales to find out for sure. But my truck does very well on 5 or 6% grades. I have, and we have been up the Teton Pass, which was a 10% grade, and I did okay with that. So you just have to have a good tow vehicle. That's all it really takes. Let's see. Daryl's saying my favorite beach is Destin. Yeah, a lot of people love Destin. And I'm from Florida and I've never been to the beach in Destin. My kids have, but I have not. So that's something that I need to do yet. Dora is saying the area you're camping in is beautiful. The views are gorgeous. Thank you, Dora. It is an absolutely beautiful area. So the nomadic ramblers are here in this location with us now, and they're in a different section over in a meadow. And it's gorgeous down there as well. So this place is huge. It's big and plenty of room, and you can usually always find a site somewhere. Jim is saying, I bet you want egg in your beer too. No, I don't drink beer. But I would take a glass of wine, Jim. How about that? Some days here says, so maybe we find a beach in Idaho in the mountains. Wouldn't that be great? I would love that. Or near a river. Absolutely. I love hearing just even a stream, just hearing the water going over the rocks, just a babbling brook is just music to my ears. So yeah, if we can find stuff like that, I'm all for it. At some days here, I am making a schoolie. I'm working on letting my inner hippie out and play. I have been in the Marines all my life. It's time to relax and let my hair down, way down. Well, Papa Drew, you have fun with that and do what feels right for you. That's absolutely the best advice I could give you. Don says, I have a nice truck. Thanks. I appreciate that very much. I really enjoy my truck a lot. Karen is saying in the UP in Michigan, we have a state campground called, well, ha ha, I'm not saying that one. Taquamenon. Is that close? In Paradise, Michigan, we have small falls, but they are beautiful. Well, maybe we'll get over there one day. That would be beautiful. I've heard so much about Upper Michigan and how beautiful it is there. It really would be nice. My dream trip plan would be go north and across during the summer, stay up north um, for cooler temperatures, and then go over through Michigan. I would love to see Niagara Falls, and I would love to see Maine in late September or October when the leaves are turning. That would be a good trip for me, and to see the coastline in Maine. That would be very nice. I would love that. Jim is laughing. Dora says, we're so fortunate to have such beautiful mountains close by in the Cascades. Have enjoyed camping there. That must be incredible. I would love that. Such a nice location for you to be in. All right, Bobby and Sharon, what's your favorite? I haven't seen you chime in yet. Or did I miss it? I don't see that you've put your preference in here, Sharon. So let everybody know what you like to do. Don is saying Eastern Washington is beautiful Cascade Mountains to the west and Blue Mountains. It jumped on me. Blue Mountains to the east. I don't think I've heard of the Blue Mountains. Uh, I'm sure that Kim and Daryl know something about that, though. They spend a lot of time up in Eastern Washington, so they can fill me in on that. Papa Drew says, I want to get a lobster in Maine and some clam chowder in New England. Yep, that sounds like something that a lot of people would love to do. Not me, though. I'm not a seafood person. Dora is saying, hello, children. Enjoy your latest video on the toy hauler. It was pretty cool. Yes, it was. Hey, Millie and James, Weekend RV. Nice to see you. Glad you could drop in this evening. So the topic is, which do you prefer, mountain or beaches, campgrounds or boondocking? So chime in. Let us know what your preferences are. Totally relaxed. Oh, Sharon is on the phone. Oh, she might be on the phone. We'll be in Eastern Washington this summer. Yeah. Sharon is on the phone for a bit. Okay. I guess she's got something important going on. Code 4. Yes, Washington is beautiful. Absolutely. I hope to get up there and see some of it this year. That is kind of what I have planned. I don't know. We're going to have a big powwow soon and try to figure out what's going on. And hey, there's Kelly. Hi, Kelly. I'm glad you popped in. Mountains, but haven't tried boondocking yet. Okay. All right. So, Have you been camping in the mountains before, Kelly? Where have you been? Give us an idea of some of the places you'd like to go in the mountains. I love Tennessee. I love the Smoky Mountains and northern Georgia and lower southern Tennessee or North Carolina in that area is beautiful. It's gorgeous. Um, I love to camp around Helen, Georgia. They have a balloon festival there the first weekend in June every year. And there's two or three state parks really close to Helen. So it's nice. You can find a state park there. You can find Corps of Engineer campgrounds in Georgia really easily. I do love Corps of Engineer parks. They're great to stay in. You can use your American the Beautiful senior pass and get your camping at half price. And the nice thing about Corps of Engineer parks is that the sites are not real close together. They separate them very nicely. Their bathrooms are always nice and well kept, and you usually don't have water at your site. You could get electric fairly easily, but you might have to go to a water spigot in the area and get water if you need it. Jim is saying hello to Kelly. So far, just COE parks and things here in Alabama. Um, Alabama is beautiful. You know, the first time that I drove through Alabama and realized that there was mountains there, I was totally surprised. I was driving from the northern border of Alabama all the way down through. Um, just to get back to Florida. And it really amazed me. That's the first time I'd really traveled through Alabama, and it was so surprisingly beautiful. The mountains there, I was blown away. So that's really a great state. And I'm sure that there's lots of places there that are wonderful places to camp. Papa Drew says, I'm going to drive to my aunt's house in Oregon and then to Washington and Idaho, then down to Utah, Nevada, make my way to Arizona, my first route. That sounds like a wonderful route, Papa Drew. That sounds like something I would love doing. Doris saying, I love to try boondocking, but I don't think I could convince my husband to try it this year. It's something that you have to kind of be conditioned to do, but hopefully he'll get ready one day and do it with you. It's really a great experience. I actually prefer boondocking to campgrounds because I feel like it's a much freer environment and um, it's more peaceful. There's just not as many people near you, and usually you're in some beautiful locations. Kelly saying hi to Jim. Some days here is Tennessee. This is probably Kim saying this. It's absolutely beautiful. Another happy place for me. October is the best time to go to the Smoky Mountains. It is gorgeous through there. I know my family still lives in Missouri. I'm originally from Missouri. And for years, my husband and I used to make 2 to 3 trips a year from Florida to Missouri and back home. And of course, part of that was through Tennessee. And when we took trips in the fall, just to drive through the mountains, through Chattanooga and up in there, and to see all the colors in the fall was absolutely gorgeous. I loved it. Jim says you must have been up around Birmingham. Yeah, I'm thinking that's probably where I was. There's a Nomadic Ramblers. Please send me the link again. Okay, here we go. I'm going to send Sharon a link. So hang on tight for just a second. How about, Sharon, I'm going to post it here on the live feed because I can't jump out now. So you'll have to pick it up here in the chat. There you go. There's Dawn. Hi, Dawn. Oh my gosh. Sorry, we went into a food coma. Did y'all have a nice day at the park? Wasn't it wonderful? Did you just love it? It's absolutely gorgeous. How much have you spent on campgrounds this year, Shirley? Well, since January, nothing. Not a thing. Well, let me make sure. Uh, I don't think we paid for a campground on the way out here. We pretty much stayed in county parks. We stayed at a Harvest Host, which that's a paid membership, so I'm not really counting that. And we stayed at BLM in Tucson. So no, I don't think we've spent anything. Nothing. That's the wonderful thing about it. I love boondocking for that reason. Let's see. Okay. Oh, there she is. All right. So I'm gonna bring.
Hello.
Hey, hi. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. So nice outside. Hey, there's John.
Photobomb.
And this is the meadow where they're camped at. So do a slow 360. Slow one. Isn't it gorgeous, guys? It's just absolutely beautiful here. Yeah. Where's Jim and Deb's bus? That's what I'm looking for.
Right there.
Oh, is that it? Okay.
Yep.
And then there's some
Yep. They're
people
over
next to
here.
them.
And Dawn and Kevin are here.
Cool.
And these folks over here are leaving this coming weekend.
Oh, nice. So you'll have that whole corner hopefully for yourself for a little while.
Maybe, who knows?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Because a
That's
bunch
for
of people
sure.
came in. A bunch of people came in a while ago.
Did they?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
And a lot of vans. A lot
Yeah.
of vans.
I've seen that up here as well. We've seen a lot of vans, um, SUVs, some truck campers, a lot of people in tents.
I have to
And
be close to
over the last 4 or 5 days, the lows have been in the upper 20s. So I
Yeah.
can't even imagine being in a tent like that.
Oh, I
But
know it.
yeah,
There's one back here behind us. Yeah.
yeah,
No. Uh, we graduated. We graduated to that, and we
exactly.
yeah we were tent campers for 30 years.
Yeah,
So I'm happy to be in that, and I'm happy to be
amen.
boondocking. We don't like being in parks, and the only time we have to be in parks is when we go back east, because they
Yeah,
just don't have the boondocking and free camping like we do out here.
right. There
So,
is some, if you really do a lot of research, you can find some um, Forest Service roads where you can camp.
oh
But
yeah,
it's far and few between. You're absolutely
e-
right.
exactly. I mean,
And
we have camped for free a lot in Florida,
mm-hmm,
so we know where the camping is there,
yeah,
and now we know where some places are in Georgia because we mooch dock.
exactly,
So
exactly.
you know we don't like paying. So hey, when we were
Well,
home, go ahead.
I'm I watched some YouTube videos 2 or 3 years ago and found some boondocking sites in on forest land in see West Virginia and Virginia. So
Oh
if
yeah,
we ever get over that way, I've got a few places mapped out that we could go to as long as they're
sweet.
still open. Yeah. And nice sights, you can kind of tell when you see it on a video, you can kind of tell a little bit more about the area.
Right,
So,
right.
oh. Oh, there's
I'm trying to
Sandy.
stay
Hey,
close to their
Sandy.
rig. Sandy's
What's that?
on here. Hey, Sandy.
Yeah. And there's Kevin. It's beautiful, and we didn't make it halfway through. Yeah, it's it takes some time. You need to go the second day. So,
And you
um,
need to go
but
early.
yes, a
Early.
lot earlier than 10 o'clock.
Yes.
I think you need to be there by 8, in my opinion.
I
But
like to
that's
be
just
there
me.
by sunrise.
Oh, okay. Let's go. Because Kim and I are wanting to do that too.
At
That would be
sunrise?
great. Yes,
Okay.
we'll have to plan a day to do that.
Hey, I know you're going to be exhausted tomorrow since you washed and cleaned up your rig today.
I'm fine. I was done with it by 1:30, 2 o'clock. It didn't take me as long as I thought it was.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's
Yeah.
she's all shiny now. So Daryl
Oh,
says
she's beautiful.
Daryl says I need to put a dimmer switch on it because when the sun shines on it in the morning, he's going to be blinded over there. So,
Oh,
um,
man.
Sandy, I
So,
hope everything's going well for you guys over there in Connecticut. Go ahead, Sharon. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
no, it's okay. I said your show tonight is about where you like to boondock, or if you
Yes,
like to boondock or stay in parks.
correct. And if you like mountains or beaches, or what's your preference for camping? What's your perfect destination?
Montana along a lake.
All right.
We
We're
love
heading
Red
that
Lodge.
way.
We are. We
I
also like Idaho.
Yeah, Idaho's beautiful.
And you didn't get to experience a whole lot of that, but
No, I did not. I didn't have enough time. So I'm
We're
looking
still
forward
learning
to
what we
it.
like.
do you hear that?
No.
We're still learning what we like.
Well, that's good. That's good. Um, you have plenty of time to experience these things.
Exactly. Exactly. I
Exactly.
mean, we've been out here for 7 years. So,
Yeah.
and we are set up great now for boondocking. We have a
Yes.
60-gallon bladder, we have a 30-gallon tank inside, we have a composting toilet, and we have solar.
Booyah.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Uh, so we can sit somewhere for a while.
I'm
Uh
just
oh, somebody's
answering
typing.
Dora Medley was saying that she wants to boondock, but her husband's not quite ready yet. She said, I think once my husband tries boondocking, he loves saving so much money. Yes, Dora, absolutely.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's the great thing about boondocking is you stay in these absolutely fabulous places, and they're free for the most part. Now, sometimes you run across an area where you might have to stay in a BLM camp that does charge a fee, but they're usually pretty inexpensive. Um, Sharon, what's the most you've ever paid for BLM site?
The most?
Yeah,
Probably $12, maybe.
yeah,
It's usually
so,
not a lot,
yeah.
but
That's
that's with the
the most
card.
expensive I think I've ever seen too.
Yeah, that's with the America the Beautiful card,
Uh-huh.
the geezer pass.
And those are for the organized BLM campgrounds. That's not
Right.
a BLM boondocking site. But,
They call it an improved BLM.
right, improved BLM. You're right. You're right.
Yes. Yes. So,
Um, so, yeah. But I've stayed in some pretty cheap ones. I stayed one in Florida that with my pass was $250 a night. Um,
right.
and So that's pretty good.
I know,
Uh,
honey.
Kevin
Bobby's
says Bobby's watching on the computer.
He's watching on TV and he's hollering at me.
Well, tell him he can type a message. Get
That
those
man don't
fingers
type.
Bobby.
He handpicks.
Yeah, that's all right. Get those two little fingers moving.
Well, if we get a chance on our way to our final destination for everything, I hope we get to stop at the Salmon Reservoir because there it's
Oh,
$5 a night. It's an improved BLM camp, extremely nice for $5. We pay
yeah.
$2.50, and the internet's right there. The river, the lake, a massive lake, is right there,
It's gorgeous.
and it's not crowded. It's really beautiful
ready.
place.
I'm ready. Let's go.
Okay, get ready, Shirley. Pull your shorts up good and tight.
Don't worry, I will. Oh, Kevin says, don't tell Scotty he needs to get a good manager and get out here. That's for sure.
Exactly.
Yeah. We'll go out again this year for 3 or 4 weeks. Donna's sad that no one wants to work. Absolutely.
That's a problem these days.
It is a problem, but we're not going to get into that.
There you go.
I could, but I won't. If I get started, I may not stop. So I'm not going there.
Well, we enjoy boondocking. I'm just gonna say, much better than being in a park. So when we camped at Marble Canyon, Kevin says, "Let me ask you, can y'all park a little further away so we don't hear you talking on the phone?" We're like, okay.
Okay. Well, that's the nice thing about boondocking. Normally, you can't, separate yourselves enough that you have a little bit of personal space and you don't have to worry about it. But sometimes you have to.
Sometimes you can't. Yeah.
Sometimes you hear the toilet flush, right, Sharon?
Oh, that's in RV parks. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not. When we went home to visit the kids, we could hear the girl exercise and go to the bathroom, and we were like,
yeah,
okay, it's time to go.
right.
Time to move. So,
Yeah.
oh no, he's commenting again.
Don is saying boondocking can save you money to spend on diesel. That's absolutely true. It saves you a lot. Bobby's saying something else?
Yes, he's hollering across the way here.
All right. Well,
that's a deep subject, I know.
Yes.
But talking about those parks, when y'all were talking about the parks, where we stayed in a park back east, I ain't gonna mention no names because these are small business people. But when you can hear the girl next door on her exercise machine, you're wondering what is going on.
We didn't know what she was doing every night with all that noise.
We didn't know it was an exercise machine.
That's hilarious.
I don't hear the door opening and shutting. So what could be going on over there? I said maybe they're coming through the window on the back side and we can't see you from over there.
You just never know.
That's right. Never know. She didn't have a boyfriend or though.
She's a pretty good gal. But we could hear everything, even when she's on the phone or even when she's talking to her exercise machine. We're in our rig. We were probably less than 10 feet apart. And to me,
oh my gosh,
that ain't my kind of lifestyle.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I hear you.
Not me. Or you hear people
sure.
stop at the back of your camper. You're in the bed at 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock because you're tired. You've had a full day. And they're walking behind your trailer on the road and you hear them stop and talk.
Yeah.
That's too close. Too close.
That is too close.
Yeah.
Way too close.
That's why we like boondocking, huh?
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Yep.
I'm gonna have 10 acres with 10 sites.
Yeah. That
Like
would
where
be
I'm at.
perfect.
It
Yeah.
would
Um,
be.
10 acres
yeah.
with 10 sites.
Kevin's saying, yeah, that's right, Don, because prices are going up on gas. That's for sure. They're going up everywhere.
Exactly.
Dora is saying southern Idaho is a lot like eastern Washington in terrain and weather, but northern Idaho is beautiful and a lot
It
cooler. Well,
is.
that's nice to know.
That's where we're going.
Y'all right.
We're going to
I'm
Central
so
Iowa.
ready. I'm just so ready. I can't tell you. I didn't get to see nearly enough last year.
Oh,
Um,
it's
Yeah.
absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
well,
Well,
I'm gonna enjoy every bit of it too.
she's gonna get. We're gonna take. We're gonna do the bike trail. She's gonna bring her book so she can get her stamp here.
Yes.
She got her little
Yeah,
book,
I finally got
yeah.
one.
so she's gonna get her
Good for
stamp.
you.
That was
Good
here
for
last
you.
year.
I got one of those big ones. I kind of wish I had gotten a little one. The big one is nice, but the little one is much more convenient. You can stick it in a pocket
Yes.
easier.
Yes.
So,
And I can put it in my bike pouch and be
yeah.
fine. So,
Well, Kim and I cheated because we went over 2 or 3 days ago and took our books and we didn't put our stamps in there. So that when we go through the park, we don't have to take our books with us. So,
ah,
yeah,
Well,
we're
we're
kind of
still
cheating.
here. We're
yeah.
still
Yeah,
here. That's what matters.
absolutely. Plus, we were
Well,
here last year. So,
oh yeah.
um,
Yeah.
So as long as you've been here and done it, that's a legal accomplishment.
that's right.
That's Bobby Childers certified.
That's right. So, Daryl
Uh,
says he'll work for free if he can find the time. That's funny.
Yeah, that's funny.
He's
uh
on a break
oh.
right now. He took the day off today.
He took the day off today?
Yeah, he took the day off.
Did you tell her how many
he was
miles we had
gonna
to bike
uh,
today?
he was gonna do some filming, but he took the day off. That's what he told me. So Don says, to be fair, they could hear me on the phone too.
Yeah, they can. And yeah, we could hear them on the phone.
Yeah.
So,
And
but
Don is saying the camper wasn't rocking. Okay, well, good. Good to know, Don.
What happened to the toilet?
Don says, yeah, the
yeah,
big one is a bit much, but it's okay. Yeah, the book you're
yeah.
talking about, the book, Don?
See,
Yeah,
I told you.
We had our first problem with our composting toilet, but we didn't create it.
We
Nature did.
we've got new visitors already. See there? It's gonna fill up
yeah, we
out
just
here.
had somebody pull in a fifth wheel just down the road from us, too.
Back right up there. I don't blame him. I
Yeah,
would too.
Yeah. It's Thursday. That's when they start coming in.
that's a
Yeah.
fact. As long as they don't do like they did when we were in the cinders and make big donuts. Thank goodness the
Yeah.
wind wasn't blowing close to us, but they
Right.
made big donuts right outside. We had to Kevin put his flag up because we had a circle going, and he put his flag up so they couldn't fly through our camp.
Wow.
But it wasn't that bad there.
Oh, it
Well,
wasn't because we kept them at bay,
yeah,
and that's their recreational area. So hey, that's what it's there for, is for them to do that. I
it
mean,
is. It
it is
is.
a lot of, I mean, really,
My hair's sticking
it
straight up.
it wasn't it
My hair was
wasn't as
sticking
much
straight up.
dust as it was at Marble Canyon.
Right.
We had more dust at Marble Canyon because the wind was
Yeah.
blowing.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was sandblasted, Mark.
I
Yeah.
don't, yeah. I mean, maybe it wasn't any more dusty there, but there was much more wind there for sure.
For sure.
Very
Yes.
true.
Yeah.
That's why I want to get to where there's like some real dirt and real grass and rivers and streams and lakes and
That's where we're
trees and
going.
yes, that's
Yes.
my preference. Yes.
We're almost there.
Uh,
Absolutely. Dawn step forward. What'd you think of that park today? Come up here and talk to me.
Oh, Bryce. Oh, that was just amazing. We only did about half of it though.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Yeah, it's bigger than what it looks like.
Did you start from the entrance and go up, or did you drive all the way up and come back?
No, we took Daryl's advice and we went all the way up to the end and then came back and then turned right into all the spots.
Yeah.
So when we go back, we have to take that road there by Inspiration Point and go up to where it tees off, and that's where we'll start and work our way back again.
There you go.
And I'm gonna ride my bike. We had such a good
I
time
don't
today.
have a bike, so I won't be riding a bike. I'll be
Yeah, we gotta talk her into
riding in
getting
the
a bike.
truck.
Hey,
Maybe next year, not this year.
all
Kelly,
right.
say boondocking
We
next to
gotta.
a stream is what I want. Absolutely, Kelly. I'll be right there with you. Come on, we'll go together, girl. I love camping by a stream or a river. I love the sound.
That's what we're gonna do.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Millicent D, hey there. How are you? Nice to see you in the live chat. So Millicent, where do you like to camp at? Come on in. Jump into
Oh
this live
gosh.
chat.
What
What are
do I
you doing?
I only have 12% battery left. You've got
Oh,
40%.
Oh, I'm
you
good.
running low? You're good? Okay.
I'm good.
Well, it's almost 6:20, so that should last us.
Yes,
So,
definitely.
anyway,
Yep. The sun goes down in about 2 hours and 12 minutes here.
yeah. And you can still, almost at 9 o'clock, it's still a little bit light.
Yeah.
It's amazing. So,
Yeah. Well, we
and the
didn't. We
stars
didn't
have,
have a. Oh my gosh, the stars are amazing.
Yeah, the
aren't
stars
they?
are awesome. I was out here first thing this morning. It's, oh my God, look
You're
at this.
not
Yeah,
gonna get that in a campground. Just saying.
that's for sure. You would not.
Oh
But,
gosh, he wants to talk again.
okay, well, good. He just needs to stay out here.
Hey, Shirley, I heard you say something about camping near the water.
Yeah.
How many feet away do you want to be?
Oh, about 2, 3 feet.
Okay,
As
I'll
long as
arrange
it's
that.
not gonna rain and flood me out.
No, it's deep enough. It'll be all right.
Okay.
You'll be able to hear it at night, and it'll just soothe you, and you'll sleep like a baby.
It's called soothing your soul.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have to be 2 or 3 feet, but I could be as close as 2 or 3 feet. Wouldn't bother me.
How about 25 feet away, and then you put your
That's fine.
lounge chair 3 feet away from the water
Yeah, that's
There you
good.
go.
in case
I'm
it does
up for that.
rise with a flash. Because where we're going to be going, there's going to be some pretty big mountains, and if a storm does come, the lake has been known to come up some.
Yeah,
So we'll look at it when we get there, and we'll for sure check the weather.
absolutely.
You know, out here us boondockers, we have to check the weather.
And
Well,
we always have Dawn with about 5 or 6 weather apps. So
Oh,
exactly.
she's got the most weather apps of any person I've ever met.
yes,
I just call it Don's weather service.
yeah, nothing is sneaking up on that girl.
That's right.
She's gonna know when the storms are coming and the winds are coming. She's gonna be blasted and be rocking in her rig.
Exactly.
And Shirley, she didn't live in Florida as long as we did or you did.
Right.
Oh.
Exactly.
Although I will say it doesn't matter how many weather apps you have. When they're all wrong, they're all wrong.
That's a
Yes,
fact.
that's
We've
very
experienced
true.
that. True.
That's
and
why I
okay.
really
Oh,
only watch one.
and just say, well, blame it on the one channel. Yeah,
Yeah,
they're off. They're off their rocker.
yeah,
You know, they're off their rocker. Yeah, that's an important thing, though. It's the weather when you're out here. It's just you got to be so careful. You know, when there's storms and stuff are coming. If you're near the water or a creek, you better be paying attention to that.
That's fact.
yeah. That's for
That's
sure.
what we ran up to, 2 years ago in Lake Meredith?
Mm-hmm.
The storm chasers came through. We were watching some storms off, and the winds had already been 60 miles an hour, and I'd already hooked
Oh
up
my
the rig.
gosh.
We were sitting in our rig doing a video. The
Wow.
storm chasers came. We were hooked up, ready to roll away. The storm chasers came through and says, "You might be getting ready to leave," because I said, "We're ready to leave." Because these storms, all I was going to do was go around where we were camped, leave the campsite, and drop down into the valley. Because there you're about 300 feet above the water, so you could drop down to the boat landing and be behind all of that. So
Yeah.
be like shelter.
Yeah.
So that's our.
That. Yeah, you need to always have a plan in mind in case of an emergency. That's
Yeah,
for sure.
that's for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's good that we get on these formats and talk about some of that stuff, because a lot of people don't think about safety and some of
That's
that other
very
stuff
true.
we discuss and talk about.
Well,
So
and that's just like a few live streams ago. We were talking about must-haves for your RV lifestyle,
Right.
and Eula, I think it was Eula Roland, had said a weather radio. You know, Daryl's
I
about
will
Craig.
never camp there again.
Yeah.
don't say never.
Never.
I thought about putting
But
flotation on
the thing
rigs.
about
My next,
having a weather video is, if your cell signal goes out, you're not gonna know what the weather forecast is. So
True.
it's really a good idea to have a weather radio um,
Oh,
that
you want
operates
one of
on
those crank
battery.
ones?
Yes,
they work.
yes,
Hey, they work.
yeah.
They work. It's just a little
So
generator. The battery.
so we need to make sure that we get a weather radio. Somebody in the
Oh yeah.
group, I appoint
We
Dawn.
adopt you.
Well, I'm hoping. By
Dawn
the
is
end of the
our weather
year.
girl.
Yes.
Hoping by the end of the year we'll have satellite.
Hopefully so.
Yeah.
For RVers.
Our
I
friend
can't wait for
Elon
that
is
to
getting
happen.
on it.
Our
Yes.
son-in-law's done told us it's coming. It'll be out before the end of the year.
Yeah. Don from Code 4 for Life says he wants to camp near the trees with the sound of a nice creek. Absolutely. Those are the things that I love best, you know.
Well, I tell you what, we're
And it
getting a
sounds
group
like
together
Bobby
here.
knows all these places. So,
Top secret, Shirley.
what'd you
Top
say?
secret.
Top secret?
I said we're getting a
No,
whole crew here. We're gonna
we
fill
won't
up that
tell.
place we know about.
Yeah.
Now, some of these places that we're going to go to, I'm going to let you know, you're going to be exposed to full nature.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
You know what that means?
Absolutely.
Full nature.
I
That means
love it.
there's deer, and who likes deer?
Me.
There's meat eaters out there.
All right.
There's bears.
I like deer.
Yes.
I like
Bear.
buffalo. I like elk. I haven't tried bear yet, but I would.
No, we're saying there's deer there in the area, and there's also bear
Okay.
hunting the
Can
deer.
yes, I got it. I'm just saying, if I had to kill one, if I had to, I would eat it. Would you?
Oh God, me too.
You know, when you're camping in bear country, they have the bear boxes and all that, but good camping, good safe camping is important to do.
Absolutely.
We seen that. Our first experience was that. It's like 8 years ago in Glacier when the ranger come by at 10 o'clock. People done left their camps and left their
10
grills.
10 a.m.
10 a.m. And they tell you that when you check in, if you leave anything on your picnic table or anything out, we're going to confiscate it. They came by and backed the truck up to the picnic table and ranked all the stuff in the back of the pickup truck.
Oh, well, good for them. Because it attracts bears. Yeah.
The bears will come
Exactly.
into the camp there.
Exactly.
And they're not going to kill the bears because
maybe
we won't
those
listen.
people learned a lesson. So
That's it.
let's
Well,
see.
and that same morning, he counted the bears on top of the mountain.
Black bears eating huckleberries. There was like 30. There was like 30 bears eating the huckleberries up on the side of the mountain where we camped.
Yeah.
Black bears. I didn't see no grizzlies, but we seen grizzlies when we went to St. Mary up in Glacier. We seen the grizzlies. Oh, we see up front and close. Yeah.
You got to have your bear spray.
I never knew that baby cub bears could pull those berries off. They'll just grab a branch because they don't want to damage the branch, and they're so gentle with it. And they open their mouths and they run that thing through there and get them berries off of there. And then most of the leaves are still left on it, but they get all the berries. Maybe one or two left. That is something to see. We were probably 40 feet away watching that. A mama bear and two baby cubs eating huckleberries.
It was before YouTube. I didn't get it on
It was
film.
unbelievable.
Darn.
That's when we were hooked. That's when we were
Yes,
totally
we
hooked.
were hooked.
That was back in like 2009
Yeah,
when we were on vacation.
yeah.
Okay,
Dang.
let's see. Kelly has something to say here. Oh, there's
Yep.
mostly off grid. Hey, glad you made it.
You
Where's
go
he?
over there. I go.
Because you're coming back.
I'm done talking.
Okay,
Kelly said,
right, honey.
I have a handheld Midland NOAA weather radio. It doesn't need programming. It just picks up where you are. That's the
Oh,
kind. That's the kind I'm talking about, Kelly. Those are the kind that you really need to have for when there's no cell coverage. Who knows? We could even be without satellite coverage with a really bad storm
exactly.
right exactly overhead. So a radio like that, I think, is must.
Yes,
Um,
yes.
Kevin Klein says, "Wait, that means I have to buy it then. Show her how to use it, and who loses on this
God.
one?" Sorry, Kevin. Sorry. Just the
Oh
one
my
for
God.
it. What can I say?
You know,
Uh,
as far as
and
the weather goes, I'm not too worried about the weather out here because we've been out here long enough to know if there's a storm coming or whatever. I mean, you don't want to get caught in a monsoon in June in Arizona. And that's why you're not
talking,
supposed
Sharon.
to camp in a wash. Um, and and you when you go to Idaho, if a flash flood comes through, it's the same. You do not want to camp too close to the water, and you just have to beware because if a flash flood comes and you are in like Utah, it'll go through those canyons like you won't believe it. I mean,
Yeah,
last year a whole family lost their lives because they were up in a canyon in Utah and a flash flood came. They
yeah,
didn't even know it was coming because they were not paying attention. You have to
yeah.
pay attention to your surroundings.
You do.
I don't care where
Um,
you camp.
check the weather at least 3 or 4 times every day.
You
And
have
it
to,
depends if it's really an iffy day. I check it maybe every hour. You just never know.
right? I mean, right now it is cloudy out here.
Yeah,
So we're going to keep an eye on it. But most of the time, when it's cloudy like this and the sun goes down, you get a gorgeous sunset. That's the
absolutely.
trade off.
It is. It is.
Yeah. So,
So Don from Cove says roast. Yum. And I agree. That would be absolutely wonderful. Venison roast,
oh,
bison roast.
yes.
I just love
Hmm.
wild game. I really do.
Yes. Yes.
And
Yes.
Kelly is saying, my weather radio, you just turn it on, simple to use. You have one in the fifth wheel and one in the house. Got it off of Amazon. That's great, Kelly.
Oh,
Um,
cool.
if send me a link to the one that you got because that sounds if you could send me, you can put it on Facebook or you can message me if you want to. That would be great. I'd appreciate it. Code 4 says party at the ranger station. Yeah, absolutely. And I don't know. I wish I could go hunting again sometimes. I used to enjoy going out hunting for deer. Um, and the last time I went with my husband, and that was the last time he ever went hunting. So, but I'd
Man.
love to again sometime.
Hey, she's going to go fly fishing, y'all. She knows how to fly
Yeah,
fish. I hope
yeah,
she teaches us. Our grandson is so excited about coming out, and we told him that Shirley knew how to fly fish. He says, "What? I want to learn." He's 12.
Well, now You had to remember, I haven't fly fished in probably 30 years. So
It's
I'm
like
going to have
riding
to
a
have
bike.
it.
Like riding
Yes.
a bike. Yeah,
But
just
I'll have to
do it.
do a little refresher course myself. But all those movements are still there. It'll be like
Oh,
riding a bike. It'll come right back.
exactly. Exactly.
I used to enjoy when my uncle was still alive and I was a kid. Um, he was a policeman, but he also hunted and he loved to fish and he loved to fly fish. And he taught me how to make the flies. So we would a lot of times I'd just go over there for a hobby and we'd set and make flies for fishing and, put them in the little trays and then we'd take them out fishing. It was a lot of fun and I miss those kind of things. So.
Well, I guess I need to go buy a fly fishing pole. All right.
It would be fun. You would love it. The nice thing I like about fly fishing is you're not just sitting there watching a pole. You're active, and it's
Yeah,
it's
keep
not as
moving.
boring. Yes.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
really not as boring. So
Well,
I really love it.
Idaho and Montana are known for their fly fishing.
Yeah,
So,
they sure are.
woohoo, I'm excited.
Okay, Kelly, great. I would love it if you could send it on Facebook. That would be wonderful. I appreciate it. Um so is your grandson going to be able to make it on the same flight as me coming back?
We are actually looking at flights right now just to make sure he lines up with you.
Good.
May not,
Okay.
we may have to ask somebody to move their seat so he can sit next to you or whatever, but
Yeah.
he'll be all right with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mostly off grid wants to know if I made it back for graduation. Not yet. I fly out June 1st, and my grandson's graduation is June 6th. And then I fly back on the 9th. So, I'm
Hopefully
getting
with our
excited though.
grandson.
Yes, with our grandson, so that he has an adult
Yes,
so that he can fly.
right.
It's a shame that they don't do that. I mean, they used to do that with connecting flights years ago. I don't know why they quit doing it, but
Yeah.
maybe they're,
COVID changed everything.
yeah, it really did. It's very true.
It's crazy.
But thank you for asking mostly off grid. I appreciate that. I'm just really excited to see my grandson graduate. The twins graduated last year, and then my oldest grandson graduated the year before that. But my youngest one now, it's going to be, I think, 4 or 5 years before he graduates. So
Same
I
with
get a break for a while. I don't have to run back home for graduation.
right.
And I can stay out and camp. So that's really nice.
Yeah.
But it's fun to see family, and be with them for a little while too.
Oh, it is. It definitely is.
Yeah.
But we always have to pay when we go back there.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately.
Well, the only thing is, I'm not going to have a vehicle. I'm flying in, so I won't have my truck so I
Oh,
can ride around and everything.
right.
So I have to depend on kids because I'm not going to rent a car while I'm there. I'm just mainly going to be with my kids anyway, so they can take me wherever I need to go.
There you go. There
So
you go.
we will make it work. Absolutely. All right. Does anybody else got any tips or tricks or places that you like to go to? I think we've pretty much hit them all, haven't we?
I think so.
Mm,
I think so.
I think so
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank everyone for coming in and joining in and putting your 2 cents worth in. I've appreciated it. And Sharon, thank you for popping up on the screen. It's always nice to have you as a guest
No
here.
problem.
And
It was fun. It was fun.
it was fun. We need to get together, all of us, for an evening meal together some night.
That's it. We
That
do.
would be great. So, all right,
All right.
everyone, I'm going to say goodbye for tonight and
Bye.
hope to see you next Thursday. And hopefully we'll have some great videos out for you this week in this wonderful area that we're in. So y'all have a great week. I'll see you next Thursday. Bye-bye.
Thumbs up. Thumbs up. All right. Bye.
Thanks, Sharon.